Can we make homemade biscuits?
Right, can you make homemade biscuits?
Wait, what?
Let's plop in. Welcome back to the Potty Mouth Show.
You've all seen the bit before, right? Where we make biscuits and it turns out bad, ta-da, 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 right? But Aaron, you know how to make biscuits, though, right?
Yeah, I can make biscuits, but that's why I'm gonna show them how to make biscuits while you try your best.
So you're just gonna watch me make biscuits?
Pretty much.
And you're not gonna help?
Maybe a little.
This is gonna be rough, which means it's time for...
No Book Cooks. Okay, so today, Braxton's making biscuits.
With no gravy, which is weird.
Right, so the reason why is because I've made biscuits before on the show, and kind of a little truth, I know how to make biscuits. So when we did that episode, we didn't have a recipe, but I didn't need one. I know how to make Southern Style biscuits. Funny enough, he doesn't. So, we thought it'd be fun if I sit here and watch him try to make Southern Style biscuits, because it's gonna be funny. I really do think Braxton can do this, but he has to follow these crucial steps in order to make Southern Style biscuits. Add 2 cups of flour, then 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of baking powder, and mix well in a large bowl. Next, he'll cube the butter. He'll turn it one way, cut it, place the butter side by side, and cut it again into very thin slivers. From there, he will proceed to cube the butter to have very small squares. Should look something like this. After that, he'll throw the butter into the bowl and start to cut in the butter by pushing down and twisting into the bowl. It should have a cornmeal consistency for the flour to be ready. Next, you'll add 3/4 cup of milk. Just make sure you use a little bit at a time. Once you have a pretty good consistency, then you can add the remaining milk. Once you have your dough, flour your surface and place the dough on the surface. Roll out gently to where you have about 1/4 inch of dough. You want to keep it very thick and make sure you don't work it a whole lot to ensure that you have the nice flaky dough. Finally, you'll take your cup, push down, and twist to have a nice formed biscuit. Then you'll butter your pan. Make sure the pan is very thoroughly buttered. You'll place your biscuits inside the pan and then place in the oven at 425 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes or until golden brown. This is not an incredibly tricky recipe, but there are key components that if he does them wrong, these biscuits are gonna be rough. Good luck, buddy.
See, he's trying to
Good
sabotage.
job. Okay, so what did I say?
Okay, I think 2 cups.
Okay.
Crap, dude, I'm so bad with numbers, so as soon as he started spitting that, I was like, oh no.
No, you're fine. Keep going.
Okay, so I think I got this.
Okay.
And then there can't be, you don't put that much sugar in there. I don't remember what you said for the sugar, but I can't imagine using that much sugar in this. So we're gonna go with, oh God.
Do you need a smaller one?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with a teaspoon.
Okay.
I think that sounds about right.
Okay.
I think. And that seems like a lot already, but I don't know. We'll go with that. So I'm gonna go with a teaspoon of sugar. So that's all done. And then, oh.
Okay. So you've used your flour and your sugar.
Yep. Now I gotta butter.
You have salt and baking powder. So.
Yeah, I know, but I forget. I'm trying to think. How much do I use? It has to be like a teaspoon, I think. It's not that much, I don't think. Salt? You have that much salt in it? I feel like that's not a thing. I put this in order for a reason, so I think I had this first before I had that. Or maybe I heard it last. He's like, no, maybe not. More. Oh, I gotta cube this, that's right. That would, see? Boom, that's what this is for. Okay. Does that seem cubed? Is that what it means, the cubing?
I don't know.
He's like, nope. I feel like that's gonna be really hard to mix up, so I feel like I should probably cut it a little bit. Yeah, maybe. I think I'm going to, just to make it a little bit easier to mix up, maybe. So, okay, I'm gonna put, seems like a lot. Maybe not though. I mean, this might make a lot. So I put a teaspoon, I'm gonna put a teaspoon. I feel like you don't need that much baking though. Maybe you do. I'm just gonna go with it.
Well, this doesn't have yeast, so it's not gonna rise by itself.
Right. So, is that, how much do you usually use for stuff? No, it doesn't even give you like a... Okay, maybe I'll do 2 of those. Because I feel like you're right. It doesn't have yeast, so how's it supposed to... But I don't know how much you typically use of baking powder. We're gonna go with 2 of those. So we're gonna 2 teaspoons. I think I got all the ingredients so far besides the butter. I feel like I'm being like a teacher's watching me, and he's just like slowly judging me in the back of his mind. And it's, how's this supposed to be doughy? Oh no, it has to be. You have to add water, but I don't know how much. Is it water? Can I get a nod or something?
I can't tell you.
I feel like you have, because like, how do you get the doughy?
Here's what is what's gonna make it.
Okay, it has to be melted.
Oh, I can't say anything.
Oh
I can't.
No! I'm gonna start with, so I know what the consistency of dough looks like at least. So I feel like I could always add more. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, because like, okay, I did 2 cups of water. Generally it's like 1-to-2 ratio, I would think. So I'm gonna do like a cup, and then I just don't wanna do too much.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do, okay, I'm just gonna do a half cup, see what it looks like first. Because I feel like, I still don't feel like you need that much, but maybe you do. There, I feel like. Should I use it? Is this what this was here for? This is gonna be delicious, right? Aw, yeah, it is. Okay, this is definitely gonna need more milk. Okay. See, I feel like I was kind of right, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
There you go.
Okay. This is so not right, but we're going with it. Oh, that is moistikio. You know what? You're doing great, by the way.
Me?
Yeah.
Just not stepping.
Yeah, because like I can't read if I'm like doing it right or wrong. So
that's good.
Okay, I'm gonna try to. Well, so I wanna. The other thing I was thinking is like layer, like. So I wanna like kind of roll it out, but then like kind of roll it, like layer it, and I think that's gonna get the layers.
That's your talking about, like kneading the dough.
Is that what it is? Sure.
That's what you're talking about anyway.
I'll leave this here. Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna be edible.
Right, and that's, remember about thickness.
Right, well that's why I kind of want to do the kneading thing. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
And then this.
Okay.
So I think that's how I want to, I need to make 4 of these now. How do I cut these? Do I have like a cutter?
I gave you everything you need. I can't tell you.
Oh, that's what the cup's for? Oh shoot, these are gonna be big. Okay, I gotta flatten this out now. Gotta mix, you said thickness of like that. So, god dang, these are huge! Okay.
So here's just 2 final ones. How long are you gonna put it in for?
12 minutes.
Okay.
Or until it's ready.
Okay. Hey, you did remember that part. Okay. Okay, so here's
golden brown.
Here's some of the issues. You didn't flip this one, right?
Right.
So this is the problem and the inconsistencies that you have when you start to fold the dough.
Right.
So you see how the bottom's technically right here? This should be the bottom of the biscuit because the top's right there. So you sure you didn't cook it like this?
Probably.
Okay, so I'm assuming he cooked it like this because here's the top.
Okay.
And as you can see, you actually were able to get the layers because you folded it, but you also have some inconsistency in color. There's not enough rise because you didn't put enough baking powder in it. So...
Not enough rise? This is gonna be like a top hat? Is it gonna be
It
like
should be about this high.
What?
It should be about that high when it's done.
Okay.
So we're gonna cut into the first one.
Uh-oh. Is it done? Oh no.
And it's just done.
Yeah.
It is barely done.
It kind of does.
Okay, but this is what you see when you fold it. So you see how dense and thick that is?
No, it should be.
It's because you folded it over and over and over again, and because the butter was so big, you had so many big chunks of butter in it
Yeah.
that when you cooked it, the butter just seeped out. So the butter melting is what creates those flakes and those layers.
Dang.
And without that, it just melted out entirely. So, and then that's raw. So it's not entirely done. Yeah, I would have put it in for maybe 5 more minutes. But let's give it a taste. Wanna try?
Yeah. Buttery.
It's very rubbery.
What?
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
A biscuit.
Yeah.
A biscuit should melt in your mouth. It should be flaky.
Yeah.
It should have nice salt from the butter and from the salt that you added. And it shouldn't be as dense as it is. It's very, very dense. I'm gonna give you a C.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because you made something that's like a biscuit, and it's really, really close. You just skipped a couple steps, which really hindered you in that. So these are my biscuits. As you can kind of see, there's a little bit better coloring, just because the butter's been distributed better, and it hasn't been folded, so you can kind of see the flakiness and the thickness of the biscuit as you kind of go around it. And it's not as dense. You can already tell that just by looking at it because the flakes started to separate, whereas the tops of these, you can actually see where he folded it. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but you can actually see where he folded it and stretched the dough. And this little, like, these spots here that are darker than there, that's where the butter is. So you can see where that butter just melted that dough, and you can see where it kind of dripped out of.
That's funny.
So you have a nice, even distribution of color on these. So let's cut into one and see what it looks like. So put this over here. I mean, just, you hear that? Guys, come on. That's beautiful. I can't even cut the bottom. There we go. Oh. I mean, come on. That nice, flaky, melt in your mouth kind of biscuit. Juicy though.
Absolutely. I should have left my, definitely, one thing I did, more time for mine, and dice up the dough, or dice up, with the
Keep
butter.
it better, and then cut it in.
Yep. And yeah, definitely. But now I know.
Now you know. And if you guys want this recipe, it's down in the description below. Thank you for liking and subscribing.
See you guys next time on the Potty Mouth Show.